Potential is what makes the world evolve. And it's that potential that moves Copel, a vanguard company and Brazil's 7th biggest company from the electric sector. Future-driven, Copel serves more than 11 million people, and it's in 10 Brazilian states. Driven by this creative energy, we seek ways to transform the world and energy itself. Copel Volt is one of them. An open innovation program in which startups with the potential to create a new reality have their place. More than that, in Copel Volt, your startup will get mentoring, support, and the investments needed to make the proofs of concept. New concepts can turn into new business. New opportunities to grow, to develop, to innovate. Meet the challenges on the website. Sign up by October 4th and bring the world all your ideas' potential. Copel Volt, Open Innovation Program.
Hello, how are you? My name is Paulo Parreira from Betaí, Brazil. And I'd like to welcome you all to our Q&A session brought to you by Copel Volt. To start, I'd like to invite Cássio Santana, Business Development Director from Copel. Cássio, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Parreira. Good afternoon to the entire Betaí team, to Copel colleagues present at this live, in particular to all startup representatives interested in learning more about Copel Volt, Copel's Open Innovation Program. I'm Cássio, Business Development Director at Copel Holding, and together with a multidisciplinary team, I'm part of the team that leads this important initiative. Copel is an integrated energy company and has operations in distribution, generation, transmission in 10 Brazilian states and commercializes all over the national territory. We have a long journey of innovation in the company in projects such as Eletrovia Paranaense, that allows an electric vehicle to take a trip from east to west in Paraná State, a project of power generation through swing dejects in the city of Entre Rios do Oeste, and the largest smart grid program in Brazil. Many of these projects are supported by ANEEL's R&D programs. But now, with Copel Volt, we seek to leverage Copel's vocations and use creative and innovative strengths of startups to generate new opportunities for the company through the open innovation. We have a company highly engaged in this project, where with the support of Betaís, we interviewed more than 80 employees of the company and reached to 80 challenges to make up the first phase of the Copel Volt, where we will select 5 proof of concept with mentoring, technical support, and investments for these PRCs. We see this initiative as the first chapter of the long-term relationship with selected startups. Today, we invite everyone to ask questions with our team and Betaís team in order to solve any doubt. And right now, I will give the floor to Betaí team, who will give more details about the structure of this program. And I wish you guys a nice day to everyone, and I hope to see you soon in the next phase of the Copel Volts. So, Parreira, I'll give back to you.
Thank you very much, Cássio. Thank you very much. Is my screen shared already? Are you seeing the Cássio picture? Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go. So, I want to introduce you and to present you the challenges. We are here to answer all your questions about the challenge. So I'd like to take a little tour through the 8 challenges of the Copel Volt. The first one, customer relationship, is a very important one. Copel has nearly 5 million customers with different profiles. They are customers of Copel Distribuição and Copel Mercado Livre, which are in the captive market and in the free energy market. And all we want is to serve them well, right? The point is that the technology is there, but not everyone makes good use of it. It is a fact that this optimizes a lot of time and resources for Copel and for the consumers. So how can we get even closer to our customers offering them the best solutions at the best time and with the best customization. We look forward to innovative ideas to offer the most optimized solutions to our millions of consumers. The next one, the challenge number 2, is energy and beyond energy. Transmission, generation, distribution, and trading energy are the Copel's core business. But what can we offer beyond that? Next one, new business model. The energy scenario is changing. More and more people are generating and consuming their own energy. However, distributed generation also provides opportunities for energy companies. It is possible to trade the energy generated by customers and also take advantage of energy efficiency. Number 4, electromobility. The time for electromobility is now, but we need to follow the right way. So what are the new business models we can explore in electromobility? And what can we develop to ensure that electric vehicles are numerous and fully viable? Number 5, innovative internal processes. How can we use the data we have ethically and legally to better understand our audiences and make the best and most strategic decisions? It is a fact that every company needs to ensure that internal process facilitate productivity, save time, and give positive results that directly impact the business. And for us, it's not different. Let's see what solutions the innovation ecosystem can bring us. Number 6, clean energy and new energy matrix. The way we produce energy is changing. More decentralized than ever, generation comes from different sources, and the cleaner, the more adequate to the environmental, social, and governance policies they will be. The future promises even more new technologies for renewable energy production, and we will follow this flow. For startups, the question remains, what are the projects and businesses that can we explore to diversify our energy matrix? Number 7, asset and facility management. In power generation, Copel has 45 owned power plants and 11 holdings. In the distribution and transmission business, the company has 456 substations and more than 203,000 kilometers of lines. These are impressive numbers, and you can imagine how much is management of this is demanding in terms of resources, time, and staff. How can we innovate to have technology for remote inspection of our assets, for example? And what solutions can we adopt to further improve the operation of our generation, transmission, and distribution? Can we integrate different platforms and interact in a way that allow us to do all of this in a faster, more affordable, and an efficient way? Number 8, the last of one, but not the least, energy storage. A big gap in energy supply is that for a long time, storing electricity was impossible. What can we do to store energy on a large scale and consequently make it a stable product that can be offered to the market without restrictions? And how to manage these systems? These are certainly the biggest challenges of the energy transition, and they will be definitive soon. So, who can apply to this program? I will bring you a little bit of the rules, a little sample of the rules that you can access by our landing page at the copelvault.com. The program accepts applications through only F6 platform. Is very important question to notify you, and with all questions answered from global startups based or not in Brazil, this is important too, that meet the program challenges until October 4, 2021. Startups with solutions in operation is a very important issue too, in the national or international market. Startups in the phase of ideation or pre-operation, consultancies, software houses, and traditional companies will not be accepted. pay attention in this information, guys. The formation of a consortium is prohibited. Startups must hold the copyright and related rights relating to the solutions they present. All participating startups must be aware and accept the conditions of the notice, Copel OE 001-2021. Like I said, this notice, I made a print of the start of the document. You can take access of this document in our landing page, copelvolt.com. Another information is very important to share with you. Operation schedule, a little bit of information about this theme. Phase 1, application general classification phase, from August 23 to October 4. Apply now, Copel, sorry, is there 2022 is a wrong number, it's 2021, sorry for that. Apply now at copelvolt.com. At the end of the general classification phase, up to 30 startups will be selected with greater grade to participate in the pitch day phase. The results will be launched at October 27. At the right side of the slide, you can take a look in the criteria that will be evaluated by our commission at the Copel and Beta. At the phase 2 pitch day, November 4 to November 5, startups selected will present the solutions to the Special Evaluation Judgment Committee with the aim of deepening Copel's knowledge of startups and the proposed solutions. At the end of the pitch day phase, up to 15 startups will be selected to participate in the bootcamp phase. So we are going to 30 to 15, and now to the bootcamp phase, we will work with 15 startups. We'll tailor their solutions on products to Copel business context. For this, they will count on the support of specialized Copel mentors, in addition to support of Beta-E consultants hired for the Open Innovation Program. At the end of the bootcamp phase, up to 5 startups will be selected, considered winners of the qualifying phases. It's very important information. Up to 300K startup qualified per startup qualified, about 57K US dollars, equity free to develop your proof of concepts in the real situation of Copel. Phase 4, development of proof of concepts from November 22 to March 25, 22. Practical demonstration in a real application environment for validated solutions. 4 months to support with the support of specialized Copel mentors, online or face-to-face encounters. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us your questions right now. Tiago, is there any question?
Yes,
thank you very much.
we have a few of them. I will start with the question from ActivePass123. Good nickname. Huh? The question is, what happens to the intellectual property developed during the program? Who will own it? So maybe it's kind of cool to bring up Diego and Rafael to help us to respond to this question.
Very important. It's a very important question, Tiago. Diego, Rafa, if I can bring a tip at the start, if the startups already have the intellectual property, is still with the startup, is from the startup ownership, okay? But Diego, what happens if a new intellectual property will be developed during the proof of concept phase?
Paulo, I think this intellectual property was developed by this startup. I think this intellectual property needs to belong to them. Even if you are using our intellectual property, for example, of RDT or research and development results these intellectual properties from Copel. But if it's developed from a startup, I think the property is from them. I think we need to discuss in each case what is the best answer. Depends on, but actually I think basically could be from them who developed this innovation property.
The bootcamp phase can be the right phase to discuss this kind of issues. Okay.
Yes. Nice. We have another question here from Camila Villarraga. She's asking about which are the financial opportunities with the program. We can explain more about the resources and what they can use this money for and things like that.
Rafa, do you want to answer this?
The system of the financial theaters, I think that Diego can answer if more appropriate.
Diego?
It's muted, Diego.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question, please, Paulo?
Yeah, Camille is asking what they can use the money for, how this works, and how they can use the money and for resources, and how they can use this in this program.
I think they can use the money wherever they want, what is necessary to develop this proof of concept. Or what is necessary to bring us this proof of concept can use this money. I think there is no a specific role about this. I don't know if I answered this question. And Paulo,
yes, but it's very important that the resource must ensure the complete application during the period of the program. Okay.
Yes, and during the bootcamp phase,
yes,
together with the Copel team, the startup will develop the scheme to use how they can use or want to use the money during the proof of concept phase.
In what part of the schedule?
Yeah.
Cool. There's another good question here from Jose. And he asked about to implement the proof of concept in the real scenario, who provides the facilities? Will be there in Brazil or in the startup country? So I think the question is they need to be here in Brazil, or how they can use these facilities of Copel to implement this proof of concept?
It will depend the situation.
Yeah, we think that both possibilities, the mobilities are possible. If we want to come here in Brazil to use our facilities, but it's I think it's very possible to share our facility here in online situation.
Yep.
What is the best to provide this proof of concept?
But if we are talking about the softwares, is completely possible to build this application in your country. It's
I think the major thing is the whole program is built to be an offline program. So all the meetings, all the contents, all the dynamics of the program will be held in the internet system. So that's why we are open this program to the whole world. But if you want to use all the Copel facilities, and we know that in the energy scenario, there is a lot of solutions that use the the physical systems and the physical facilities, Copel will be open to this. So of course there is all the pandemic situation of the whole world. So we are trying to make this like offline and online together. So we will see each case. So in the bootcamp phase, like Paulo said time before, we will sit then with the startups and make this plan. So the first thing is a offline program, so we can talk and we can do this. But like you said, Jose, if it's a hardware and need power lines, Copel will be open to do this. So we can
it's a hybrid program.
Yeah, it's a hybrid program. That's it.
Data, equipment, everything that's possible to share with the startups.
Cool. There's that. Let me see. There is another one here. I think we already talked about this, but Haluk Hilmas, he asked about something here. When will applications share, and we will have the pilot installation if we select? So yes, like we said, if you have a hardware and you need to use the Copel facilities here in Brazil, we will help you. So it's a hybrid program. So we start like an offline program, so online program. But if you need to use all these facilities, the power lines,
all the assets,
the everything that Copel has, we can use this. Okay.
It's important, Thiago, to in the F6S, the startup to share the information, what kind of facility, what kind of asset they will need to develop during the proof of concept. It's very important to make this information very clear during the appliance. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Yes, just put like you said, and I will do another question here that I already asked it here, answered this in the chat, but there's some guys asking about the maturity of the project, right? Like we said, the maturity level will be one of the criteria that will be evaluated. So more maturity, more points that we get. So we are looking, like we said, this is a program to make proofs of concept. So we are looking forward to new models of business, new things that we can do. So this maturity level is very important for this Copel Volt edition. So if you have a solution that is not validated or that is not in the market, you have less points. So more maturity, more points that you get. So that's how we can do it.
It's very important, Thiago, to remember that startups in the phase of ideation or pre-operation consultancy software houses in traditional companies will not be accepted. So this is a very important point. Okay, guys?
Yes.
And Thiago and Paulo, is very important to talk about the correct way to share the name of subsidiaries linked to the the applicable 8 axis, because each X have a connect point with the 3 or 4 subsidiaries, like Copel Mercado Livre, Copel Geração e Transmissão, Copel Distribuição, and very important to build this link with the 8 axis.
Yeah, it's very important, Rafael, that this connection will happen during the bootcamp. When the select startups, it's very important point that you remember that during the bootcamp phase, the startups will meet. The beta team, we're gonna do the matchmaking between startups and the subsidiaries. Okay.
Okay.
And all the teams involved.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rafa.
That's it. I think the best tip is subscribe your project,
Yeah.
and more detail, more we can know about it.
Yeah.
So we can do these links and how it then works. So
Put
if you have
all the information on the
Yes.
F6S, please.
Yeah. Help us to evaluate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, guys. Here in the chat, I think we have answered all the questions. I don't know if Paulo, Rafael, Diego, if you want to talk about anything else.
I think, thank you very
I'd
much.
like,
Yeah, I think
oh,
Diego can talk a little bit more the future, the next steps, or where Copel is looking for.
But at first, I'd like to talk to say about our company, Paulo. I think
Very good.
a great
Well done.
idea to be clear what are these integral subsidiaries that Rafael talked about. But to be clear, what we can happen, what we can offer in case of these facilities for this proof of concept for these startups. I think Cassio even said it, but we are an integrated company that operates in 4 main branches. Commercialization is one of them, distribution, transmission, and generation as well. We have in the video, if you take a look at this video, you can see that we have more than 6 gigawatts of installed capacity in operation. We have 45 power plants and 11 partnerships in this and other power plants. In these power plants, we have 25 hydro power plants, more than 30 wind power plants, and 2 thermal plants as well, operated by coal and natural gas too. In terms of transmission, we have more than 5,000 kilometers of transmission lines and 50 substations in a commercial operation. And in the distribution, our utility that operates in almost all the state of Paraná. We have we were elected. I'm very proud to say that we were elected the best utility of Brazil, and we have about 5 million consumers in this utility. So we are the 4th largest company of distribution in Brazil. And I say that commercialization too, commercialization, the trader of our group, is a subsidiary that is considered in Brazil in terms of sales of energy, the number 1 here in our country. And we have another one that is Copel Serviços, Copel Service, that operates, of course, with service, but it's in the embryonic stage. But it's possible as well to develop proof of concepts in these 4 branches, but in this service too. Service, I think, is important because this company, the subsidiary, is outside of regulation of a utility, for example. So I think we can offer good opportunities, not with the money that is offering 300,000 reais, but with our structure of our business. So we very engaged and excited to receive good proposal, good ideas of proof of concepts of you guys. So as a responsible of a business area that take care about business model innovation too in this department, I can say that I think the best way and the easiest way to generate business innovation is from relationship with startups like you, using open innovation. So I'd like to thank you to attending us, and we're expect to receiving good ideas from you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diego. Very good, very good. So guys, apply now.
Paulo, we have 2 more questions here. One question from Brian King. Brian, if you already have finished your subscribing here in F6S, we can't do anything changes. You can't do any changes. So if you want to do any changes, like I forgot something really important, or I listened this this live and I understand that we can do more details and things like that. The tip is you can delete your subscription and do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you already have finished, you can't do any modification. There's a good question here from Jem. John, the question is, for the 5 select companies, what can be expected later in case of further collaboration? It's wanted. So he said about the investment. So what the startups can expect it for later than proof of concept? What Copel can do it? What you guys are expecting for the next steps?
Very good
I
question.
think I can answer it. We believe that we want to keep the relationship from these startups. If the proof of concepts do well, if you receive good results in this proof of concepts, we can keep this relationship, even in terms of service, other contracts, or even we can also think about merge and acquisition or a program of CVC. I think it's very possible for us in our here in Copel, we're in a phase that we
Oops.
Diego, we are facing some problem with your connection.
Innovation can be another kind of business of Copel. So we like companies. I'm sorry. I don't know if I answered the question.
Your internet is not working very well, Diego.
Yeah. It's
Are you
important
listening to us?
But it's possible to understand.
Hello? Are you listening?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have a problem with my connection here.
Okay.
Bad connection. It's very important to add the information. There is a pathway to Copel to a new future with this program with that involve the startups, the final ranking of the startups. It's possible in a future we see the pathway to the how can I say spin-offs. Yes, it's very possible, but there is a long way to in relationship with the state of Paraná, with the process. How can I say law process in the Copel and the other steps to achieve the success of the spin-off.
Very good, Rafael. That the Copel Volt is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Copel is looking forward to even with the startups that don't go to the end of the program, the Copel wants to connect with them. So the future is very promising.
Yes. Emerging a new future with Copel and startups. So the steps that coming, I think the is necessary. We build together the process to have the best answers to our questions, because it's a new pathway.
Thank
That's
you
it.
very much,
Cool.
Rafael.
Nice. So I
Any
think
questions?
it is. No, that's over of questions, Paulo. We can.
Okay, thank you very much, Thiago. The startups that still have any questions can send us a message using our landing page, copelvolt.com. Feel free to send your questions before applying. And if you apply it, we'll see you soon. Thank you very
That's it.
much, guys.
And about the technical questions, Paulo and Thiago, is the same channels?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They can send us all kind of questions that we gonna search for the right person to answer this question.
Oh, okay.
Even if it is a technical question.
Mhm.
Okay, so feel free to send us all kind of questions that we will be more than happy to answer all your questions or your doubts. Okay.
Okay.
Diego, are you back?
Not
No.
at all.
Not all.
Okay.
Rafael,
Okay, guys. So
thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Thiagão,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Thanks so much. And good luck, everyone. Right? So let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's do it, guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. See you later.
Bye-bye. See you later.